little bigger if I can. A little closer than it ended up being too much. Yeah, back just a little. Yes. I think that'll be better. Okay, there. Hello everyone, this is Sonia with Stamping Around the Dining Room Table. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you do not have a demonstrator of your own, I would be happy to be yours. You can go to my webpage, stamparoundthetable.stampinup.net, to see more about me, to look at our products, to place an order, to sign up to do a workshop, or to join my team. Any questions, anything I can help you with, please reach out to me. You can message me, you can go to my Facebook page if you want, you can, just however, reach out to me and I will do my best to help you, okay? This week, should grab the box that's over here, doing this month's Paper Pumpkin, and today I'm doing alternatives. I've been actually doing alternatives from the beginning because this paper is so darn beautiful that like a lot of the demonstrators, have decided to not do it the way they suggested, but to take the pieces apart, and because they had beautiful fronts and beautiful backs on a lot of the cards, so, and even the envelope was beautiful. So rather than doing, like kind of wasting isn't quite the right word, but I just wanted to make the most of it. And okay, so if you go to, I did put on YouTube, or you can also go to my my Facebook page to see when I introduced it yesterday. Today, quickly, I'm just going to show you the colors that they recommend to go with it. Blackberry Bliss, Evening Evergreen, Crushed, if I can get a hold of it, Crushed Curry, Mossy Meadow, suddenly my mind went blank. Melon Mambo, Night of Navy, Pumpkin Pie, and Soft Suede. And as always, sometimes there's like different variations so if there's some other colors that you think would go well, try it. And if they do, then use those. There's nothing that says you absolutely have to use these. Yesterday when I was presenting this, I did take some time to do some extra things. And so I'm not going to do all that today, but I did want to just a reminder that, because today is August 24th, 2022. Next Wednesday, the 31st, is the end of this year's celebration. So, which for every $50 you spend from either our annual catalog or mini catalog or a combination, you can choose a free item, okay? So you don't want to miss out on that. And then I just also wanted to point out, I thought about using these, and then I decided I wasn't going to, because I really wanted to do with the stamps that are in the kit. But in our annual catalog, there's Celebrate Sunflowers, there's Jar Flowers, which has some sunflowers in it. So we do have other stamp sets that you could mix and match if you so desired. Okay, I chose not to, but maybe at some point I will. So I did want to show you, this is what I made yesterday. And this right here, this piece right here is part of the envelope. Okay. And this was a whole piece that I cut down. And this one, that was like a card. It was a card front, and I did trim it down a little bit. And I realized after I went off, I neglected to put my message on. I put hello, and somehow in the midst of everything, I ended up getting a little blurb over here of a different color. It wasn't the green even, and so I ended up adding a couple extra of the brushed brass butterflies. I have to say that slowly, because when I say it quickly, I get all tongue-tied. Okay, and I did add a couple extra leaves there from that I didn't show online because I realized suddenly, my gosh, I'd been on an hour, and it turned out it was really longer than an hour. So if you haven't seen it and you want to watch it, you can always fast forward through the parts that you weren't interested in, okay, and get to the meat of it, as it were. Okay, so those are the two I did yesterday. Today I prepared one ahead of time. This one, I took one of the, I have one right here. I took one of these and I decided I was going to put it there, but I wanted it in the middle. So I thought, well, I don't want to cover up all that. So I did cut the center out using rectangle dies. And I just made sure that it was just a little, the hole would be just a little smaller than this. Now, this didn't cut as well as some other things. Maybe I needed to put a little extra shim in, which sometimes we do need to do that. But I got it to, it worked eventually, so it got done. And then these are some little of the bees that they gave us, little cutout bees. I put some Stella on their wings. I don't know how well you can see that. And then these are from our mini catalog, and it's from the Adhesive-Backed Seasonal Sequins. Okay, and the inside I just put stamped a few of the little bees from the stamp set. Oh, let me just show you. Here's the stamp. This is the stamps that we get with this. Thank you. Wishing you so much happiness. For one of a kind friend, and then the hello is there. There's yes, there's a sunflower, and let me just show you. Compared to this, it's smaller, okay, because this one, see, this is the size of that. We also have this one, which is a little smaller, and it's got the leaves with it. Okay, so this set does have coordinating dies with it. The other set, the jar punch goes with that. Okay, so the color, and we got two Stampin' spots this month. We got crushed curry and soft suede. So if you wanted to do a two-step stamping with the flower, you could do that. Okay, so I wanted to try something. I decided I wanted a window, and I'm not sure I got that exactly level, but oh well. I used one of our dies, one of our square dies, and then I want to put on the paper I'm using here. I am using the shimmery white, because it's just a little off-white, but it's not as deep a color as the very vanilla. All right, so I want to start with this. This was one of the die cuts that came in, which I didn't want to take the time to show all of that today, but these are some die cuts, and I want to get two colors here, because I'm going to try stamping. I'm going to try the soft suede. And actually, I just want to see here. I'm going to try the dark. I hope it's not too dark. And I'm just going to look and say, I don't know that this exactly lines up, but it doesn't, it's okay. It doesn't need to. So I'm going to go that. And I'm going to clean that off. I like to stamp some of the excess ink off before I clean it off, just so I don't have as much ink going into my chamois. I'm going to take this. I'm going to put this in I'm going to just do this just a little different spot, and so there's that. Okay, now for the center, do this right. Oh, and actually I really should be having, I do have a little padding here, and with this clear stamps it's recommended that you have some padding. We do have the Stampin' Pierce mat. If you have, you can even use like a mouse pad. You could use a magazine, anything that's going to give a little bit of, it has a little bit gushy is the term that a lot of times we use. It just gives a little, so it gives a place for the clear stamp to sink down into. And I just had my, oh, silly me. Okay, there's that. Clean it off. And this, I also wanted to do some yellow in here. Now you don't have to, but I really just liked that it gave just a little extra color there in the center also. Okay. So for this, I am gonna put a little bit of this tape runner. It's not our tape runner, but it'll hold it in the center, but I can take it off usually fairly easily, so that I just want to make sure I can. Okay, that's gonna go there. But you know, before I do that, so I can pick this up, I want to add some color here. Kind of forgot I wanted to do that. Let me grab some of my, so I'm using some Night of Navy, which is a little dark, but as you would know, but right here. But if you do this properly, I'm going to rub some of it off there, and then it's a little darker than some, but it's not bad. I'm just going to do a little bit of sky. Now, I'm going to use Evening Evergreen, and again, it's a darker one. So let me move this up here. And I just want to do this, even though you're not going to see it really too much from the outside. And you can see you can just keep layers until it gets the color you want. I just want to do a little more blue in here. Okay, then I think I'm going to just do just a touch of sunshine. I want just a little more there, I'm not sure. I do this so it doesn't give a big, see when I put it down, see that? I don't want that on my paper. And you kind of do that, and then you start off on the scrap paper and bring it over. Okay, I think I like that. So these are our blending brushes, by the way, and they come 3 in a package. Excuse me, 1 minute. Get my drink right here. Oh, it's good to have some water with you when you're talking. Okay, let me just close these up. Partly because I don't know that I really need those colors again, but the other part is I don't want to stick my fingers inside them, because that's what will happen. And let me see. Okay. So see, you can still see a little bit of the yellow and that there. And what I want to do with this is I want to put a dimensional in the middle of it. Now let me see. Actually, I think I'm going to do it that way. The sun's from that way. So I'm going to have the darker kind of down and away. In one sense, it doesn't matter, but okay. And then if you want, you can from one of the other, you could do like a stem. Let me just see here. I'm going to do that. And, you know, we do have stems with other, you can see I'm just freehanding that. And I just used the narrower end of the Stampin' Right marker. Let me just see here. Let me just try something over here a minute. So if I do this, all right, whatever. I know it's not exactly the same, but I just wanted, what happens if I, oh, that's going to be too dark, isn't it? Yeah. So if I wanted to fill that in, I would need a lighter color, and I didn't bring it over, so I'm just going to leave it. Then, where did I put that green? I'm going to use, there was Evening Evergreen. And then I'm going to, these are from, I decided I wanted ones that were filled in. This is just, see, if I stamp, if I stamp this, I didn't really want to color it in. And once again, see, I told you, you have to be careful. I always end up getting fingers, elbows, you name it in there. So I decided I wanted to use, let me just see. Maybe I do want that one. That one's, let me just see. There's that size and that size. I think I want the bigger. And these aren't totally filled in either, now that I see that, but let me just look here. Yeah, but I like it. I just like those a little better. So actually, I'm going to lift this up. I should have done this first because I wasn't, sometimes I do this. I'm not totally thinking. There. Although this isn't totally filled in, so that kind of goes together. If you wanted to, you could do that. You could even use the if you wanted, let me just show you. Oh, on the scrap paper. Oh, I'm glad I didn't. These are right here near me. So you don't, the color greens we have are not exactly that, but this is garden green. Let me just see. Yeah. See, so if I wanted, I could even color in like this. And you can use the blender pens or your water pen to fill that in. Let me just see here. I might do the stem a little bit. And the blender pens, really all they do is smooth out the color. Okay. There. Like this. That. Maybe I will fill this in just a little. Not a lot, just a little. And because the ink itself also is a water base, so if you do, you will get a little bit of color from the stamp, what you stamped as well. Actually, I think I kind of like this. I hadn't really thought this through, but that's what happens. I get these ideas, and then when I go to, okay, like that. And I was just thinking, let me see, ouch. I kind of was thinking I might kind of do something out here. But then if I do that, do I need another flower? I could stamp, but I don't. Let me see here. Let me just see if I think I might want. I had a general idea, and I was like, wait, I think I want to do this now. I know, crazy Sonia, but that's, and what I might want to do is, actually, if I was going to do this, okay, let me just try this, and if I decide I don't want it for this, I can use it for something else. There, that seemed to fit on there pretty well. And the yellow crushed curry. No two are going to be exactly alike, just because I guess they could be if you really worked hard on lining them up. Oh wait, what did I do with here it is. I'm not doing quite as much as, not paying quite as much attention as I could. Okay. Now, because I think what I want to do is my scissors. Okay. What I might want to do is, I think I want one, I'm going to do it kind of like this. So here, I think what will be the easiest, maybe not though, there's my glue. I'm going to put a little bit, let me just look here, darker, lighter, with glue here, and set this down about there. You can cut it at first, but I wanted to, now that I did that, I may be sorry later, because I just got thinking I might want to open then, it's moving, I don't want it to move. I have to wait a minute. And I realized if I wanted to look like one was behind this, I should probably have stamped it, but that's okay. Okay. Or I could have tried cutting that in half. Actually, I wanted this behind it now that I think about it. So I think I can slide this in here. Kind of like that. I should have put that down first. And where's my, see if I can get one of the glue dots here to help hold that. Although it might, yeah, I think I can, because if I do this under the flower here, make sure I get it up a little too high there. That's right. I should have thought about this before like that. What did I do here? I've got this. Oh, it's in the wrong spot. There's my take your pick tool. So I know it's here. It's in the wrong spot. Well, you get to see here that sometimes I'm not thinking totally through everything. There, like that. Like that. And put this one more like that. So that's off a little bit too, but that's okay because I don't want it to look, I don't want them both like this. See what I mean? I want them, so I think I will do it. I mean, I have to be careful that it's not, it's got to go down over the edge. All right, I'm going to let that sit for a minute. Then I'm going to have some bees here. And where's my wink of Stella? I really liked it. It doesn't show up. Oh, and I just realized I think that it was down too far. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I glued that on, cut it off, and then I stuck that onto it. I should have put that first. Silly me. And then this, I didn't want to put just, I mean, it still looks similar, but I didn't want it like this, you know. So, you know what, let me just do this, because I brought it in a little closer, and so it cuts off the bottom here, and I wasn't even thinking that it did, about the fact that it does that. So, all right, so I stamped on those. I put just glue on just this part. I put it down, I trimmed it off. You can just cut it in half too if you want, or a little less than half, a little more than half. Then the other half, when I put this under, which I should have done first, I used some glue dots under this to help secure that. Now this is going over, so see, that's helping secure that too. And it's like that, and now it's been there. There's my scissors. And my snips here. If you have a longer pair, sometimes that's better. So this little sliver got wasted. But it's like this. And then I did grab out 3 bees, if I can find the other. Here it is. It feels like most of the bees go this direction, but there are a few at least that go the other direction. And I wanted that so that they're not all facing the same way. And just for a little contrast. Get off my finger. And then I'm using the Wink of Stella just on their wings. And you could use it on the whole bee if you really wanted to. And I don't know that the shininess of it, the glitteriness, shows up on paper. Great. There. Do this. Is that one? I can see that one's better. Of course. There. So I don't know. Wrong thing. This goes in here. Okay. Oh, come here. So I'm not sure if you can see that it glittered, a little bit of the glitter there or not. It's hard for me to tell it, but I guess not, maybe not. Okay, doesn't matter. If you have any Wink of Stella, if you've ever used it, you understand that in real life, when you have it right in front of you, you can see it. Then I want to use, and we got, the kit did come with some of these, and the one thing is that I find most of my kits, I end up with extra of these tiny glue dots, extras of these from kits. So I keep them all together, and so that I can use them. Oh, okay, so I'm like talk and forget what I'm going to show you. Okay. Oh, I think I didn't look closely enough at this. I got all 3 going the same way. All right, I will see if I can find one going the other direction. Oh my goodness, they're little. And I didn't look closely enough. The yellow is near the head. Okay. Oh, here it is. I'm like, oh wait. I thought I put so I'm going to put the mini dimensionals on. I'm going to see if I can. One is going to be here. I'm going to put one on this flower. I can get a hold of it here. Come on. Usually it comes off easier than that. I don't know what's going on today, but he's there. And let me just look real quickly. Where's my bees? See, they're tiny. Okay, there's one that goes the other direction. Oh my goodness gracious. See, I'm going to hold them up here and see if you can see what I mean. Okay, hopefully it shows there. See, this is like the body. The yellow there is the body. There's the head, and here's the back legs. So hopefully you can see that. Okay, and I thought I had, but I did that yesterday too. I was like thinking I had the bees going. one going the other way, and they were all going the same way. Okay. Put another one on here. Oh, excuse me. Right, draw them there. I might want them over here more. There. So there's that. If I wanted, I could put one up there. But and what did I want to say on this one? I was going to say, have it over here. Wishing you so much happiness. I'm going to put that right there. And I did trying to decide. I think I'm going to do the brown because I think the green, did I have it? I do have it somewhere here because I do that so that I can decide, and I wanted to save some time. And of course, here, is this it? Of course not. Oh well, let me just try it here. I think I'm going to do it with the brown, the suede. Hoping I didn't get that. And or I could do it that color, or I could do it with this. And I didn't know if it'd be too much brown. So even though this is white, and I'm going to stamp it just on the yellow. Okay, where's my scissors? Sometimes I can fold in it, but this has, because it's has the way things are on it. Okay, and there's the little green is showing there. So here's the about there. Happiness. I shouldn't put that right there. I think that because I think if I put this green there, it's going to end up emphasizing the leaf in back, and I don't want to emphasize the leaf. So my first instinct was correct, but sometimes it's not. So I really do like to do that just so I can get a little better idea. Some people, they just don't care. They just, and that's fine. If you're like that, just say, oh, I'm just choosing one and doing it. I'm not going to take so much time, and that's okay. There. Ta-da! And I like the idea that that's poking through, and then it's right there. If you really wanted to write more, you could put another piece that's light enough. You could write on the crushed curry, or you could put a piece of white on the back. It's whatever you prefer. Okay, and on here, what did I want? I don't know what I want those. Let's see. What do I have that I could put on there? I don't know. Wait, where's my rhinestone basic jewels? They're here. It's just everything. I've been doing a lot of stuff, so I didn't get them all back. I usually have them in here in these little envelopes in their alphabetical order, so it's easier for me to find them. Well, I guess who knows what I do with them. All right. One thing with these champagne is they can look kind of yellowy, they can look kind of pink. Actually, I think those might work. Let me see. Oh, I know one thing I also thought about trying. Let me see. And it may be too much with the bees, I don't know. I was thinking in here, but you know what? I came across Let me just see. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. A few years ago, we had Perennial Essence Floral Centers. I think I'm gonna put one right there. So I probably don't need, between the bees and this, I think I probably don't need bling. It's just kind of, oh, did I put in the wrong spot? I want to make sure I get it kind of mostly in the middle there. It's like that. Yeah, because then I think if I put these on, is that going to be too much? That's what I was wondering. Of course, some people say never can have too much bling. Actually, I probably got that in the wrong spot. This be more like this, and this maybe be down just a little more, up a little more. Actually, maybe more like this. Sometimes I think, oh man, I fool around. I'm just going to do that. It maybe is too much. It may be over the top. If it is, you know, yeah, I'm not sure I like those so much now that I see them on there with that. Yeah, maybe because maybe I need bigger ones. And I'm going to take those up. I don't like how they look. But sometimes you have to know when to stop. And I think I maybe pushed the envelope there a little bit. There we go. But whatever you think, when you are doing yours, follow your, you know, do what you want. That's one of the nice things, I say this often, when you are making your own cards, you can do what you want. Okay, so there's that. Wishing you so much happiness, and I may add another greeting there later, I may not. Okay. So, yeah, I had one more I wanted to do. This was actually the back of one of the cards, okay? I'm trying to remember which one was the front. Of course, right now I'm not going to be able to, but that's okay. This is the back. And so it was like, it would have been on the back of the card like this. But I decided I'm going to put it on this card like this. Oop, move this over here. Fell off the, where's my, oh, here it is. Move this to the side. So this is going to be a quick one because just looked at the time and I've been going almost 45 minutes, and I said I wanted to try and be shorter today, which obviously it still is shorter, but you know, if I don't move along it won't be. Okay. So I had to trim it down a little to the 5 1/4 by 4. And see, you could do it that way if you wanted, but I'm going to do it this way. And I was kind of thinking I wanted to put, I wanted to stamp one of those on there. Now that I put it on there. Okay, let me just see if I like the idea, because this will give me a better idea. No, I don't want that. Let's see. But, and I wanted this over the, that was partly why I wanted to stamp something down there. But maybe what I'll do, okay, I should have stamped that before I put that down. I wasn't even thinking. That's what happens when I start to hurry. Okay, I am going to try this. I'm going to not have it be, kind of go off to the side here, there. And maybe another partial one there. Now, again, I'm going to want some curry, crushed curry in there. There. Now there's that. And let me just, the center is right here. Oh, that one didn't matter. I wasn't thinking. There. And some of that's not going to be seen anyway because this is here. And if I want one more, actually, where I stamped some and then I was going to cut them and then I didn't. Where's my, so obviously this is going to take a little more time, but let me just see here if I can even just kind of cut. Because if you stamp and then fussy cut these, let me just kind of do this right now. I need 2 partials at least. Okay. Obviously this isn't going to match exactly, but it'll help. Because I'm going to show you masking, because then it looks like you can make the one look like it's coming from behind. And I meant to do that, have this all set, and I totally forgot I was going to do that. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but I do need 2 partial ones. Maybe not. Maybe I can get away with just one. Let me see. Is that going to be enough? Yeah, I think that'll do. And see, then I didn't know if I was going to need... Wait, I think one for this other... one next to it. Let me just see here. So if I do this kind of like this, where's the stamp? Yep, and then do this more like, yeah, I'm going to need the other, at least part of it. And I have done this in the past, but it's been a little while, I think. I probably did it, I might have done it more recently than I'm thinking I did, but, and obviously this is not perfect because I'm hurrying. Okay, that may be enough. Let's see, is that going to be, yeah, that'll be enough. So I'm going to put this here, this here, wait a minute, I don't have it quite right, more like that. It doesn't have to be even all the way up to the edge of it, because when you stamp the other one, it like the paper holds it up a little bit. But I do want more like that. Okay, and where did I just had it? And one more time. And it's not perfect, but you know what? The other side of it, it's not going to really matter that much anyway, because we're going to have the grid like going over it. And actually, I can probably just do this. There, like that. So the sunflowers are kind of like peeking in, okay? Then, put these over here. With my, you can use glue on this. Ooh, did I? Okay. But I'm going to put these in the corners. And these are smaller than the glue dots that are in the catalog. Glue dots in the catalog are bigger, but I'm not going to take the time to show you right now because I want to get this finished. Come on. Okay. And you could put more if you wanted along the edge. Let's see this. Wait a minute. I'm gonna move my head over to the side a little just so hopefully I can see this just a little better. Okay, it's not perfect, but there you go. And I may, like, what the other thing you can do is stick, I'm gonna bring it up a little so it's this way, and then I can take the white paper off, maybe, and the part that's sticking out I can fold back on itself. So there. So there's that. And look what I also came across. Where are they? Oh, I know they're here because I just found them. Where did I put them? Once again, I couldn't find them. Oh, here they are. Last year, I think this was, does it say? Anyway, we had these gold bees. And I thought, you know what? I have some, because I have them, I'm going to use them. And but you can't get them right now, sorry, but look in your stash and see what are some of the things that you have. You may have things that coordinate with this. Okay, we do have some other Stampin' die sets that are current that do have bees in them, so you could, you know, use bees from one of the other sets also. So I'm putting 3 of these on. This has got a lot of glitz. And in one sense, I guess you do kind of lose them. Actually, what I'm going to do is, does this look good there? Or would it be better to be in white? I think I'm going to do white, but not that one. And I've got some Blackberry Bliss here. So where's my white that I had? Oh, they're in here. So I don't need any more bling, obviously. And this one, what was I going to say on this? I think I'm going to do, where did I put it? For a one-of-a-kind friend. So that would even need to be, let me just see, because we do have, here they are. I don't know if this is going to, if I'm going to like how this looks, so before I stamp, I'm just going to because it's got a, I might put it on Blackberry Bliss. So where's my Blackberry Bliss here? Oh, it's in the other room, I think. All right. Can't believe I'm getting ready for a class later today too, and it's like, oh, trying to do all this stuff and get it done. And all right. Well, I can do it. I was going to do Blackberry Bliss, but I'm going to try this color. Whoop, this way. And I got to get off here. Put that there. Be like that. And this be right there. Okay. And I'm going to do these because I'm afraid it's not going to, maybe it'll catch a little better if I do the glue dots. Maybe not. Yeah. Okay. There. It's a lot of gold. Okay, there we go. All right. Clear the decks here. Get my 3 from today. The one I did before I came on, and then the 2 I did. Okay, there we go, everyone. All right. Friday I will be on Facebook, my Facebook Live, doing a fun fold, and eventually it will be over here on YouTube as well. So if you'd like to see that, it's 1:45 on Friday. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe. Every viewer is greatly appreciated. And comments are also welcome. We just ask that we be kind to each other. Okay? Thanks so much, everyone. And until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye-bye.